Yeah, I know. Shit. No, my phone didn't. I did not just. No, I did not lose that game. Being silly, rushing my dog for an intro. Got my phone shut off. I'm going to Furious Junker. You are fast. Good to see you, my friend. I'm going to do 20 points at a time. I'm laying in bed. I'm going to turn a timer on. I stumped this opponent. Apparently, the secret chest is to give away 5 material. They just panic and they don't make a move for 8 minutes. Or online is a complete scam. Timer. I got my rating back up to 2018 on my break at Craps training. My actual work week starts tomorrow. Countdown is what I want. I want it to beep. Nah. I found one I liked. I should have bookmarked it. Ma'am. Why are you breathing so loud? Enable. How about start? Okay. My last game got me back over 2160. I shouldn't struggle a whole lot. I just got to focus. Anytime you see me doing that, I'm probably walking my dog. When I take my dog outside, especially when it's cold, and I literally just can't do a whole lot, I'll probably just sacrifice something. I'm just bored, I'm walking around. When it's cold, she's a little slower to poop, so I gotta play some chess. My actual strength is somewhere in the mid 2000s in rapid. In blitz, it's very high 2100s, low 2200s. Right now, my peak is 2208, and in bullet, it's about the same, 2100s. A good player is going to tear me up for my ignorance. And of course, you just take it. But the opponent wanted to give me the victory, so I'll accept that. Shh, what do you need? What are you doing? You want some chess? Is this cheating? Depends on how smart your Pyrador is. My Pyrador's real bright. So no doubt, I'm not cheating. I'm just trying to help. That's cheating. That's cheating. Yeah. Isn't she pretty? Yeah. She's about as pretty as a dog can get. Great job. Love you. Wow. Everyone's going to be jealous. Let's keep it quiet if you could, babe. What is this garbage? I don't know, but I know you're the garbage man. Let me take the horse. My objective as black is to maintain the pawn advantage, not difficult. Oh, shit. Forgot my computer's a touchscreen. Zugzwang. Zugzwang. There are many terms in chess that just make you sound smart. Zugzwang being one of them. Breath mint. Say, Dad, whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that my breath stinks? I'm just a puppy. I can't break into cabinets. Yeah, you can. Pretty sure what behave you don't. Great job. Love you. Yeah. I'd be a master without this dog. I'm not going to get crazy and give a rook away. But that's something I'd like to do. Yeah, I get it. Shh. You're loud. You are a loud puppy. Shh. Dad's trying to think. You know what I'm saying? Dad's trying to think. Gotta get our pawn back. How are we gonna get the pawn back? I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Hopefully we can find a way to get the pawn back though. Whoop. It's just anytime my dog's in the video and I'm trying to be a serious chess player while she's just sitting there going crazy, it's just funny. I can't help but laugh. You make me smile. You make me dance. Let's fall out of bed. You make me blunder, actually. Tell Uncle Cracker that it's hard to smile when I blunder. Okay, if you push D, do I take the bishop or do I take the horse? Probably not. No, definitely not. That would just be dumb. What's wrong, Zoogs Wongatong? I'm a cat person. I like dogs more, but dogs are a pain in the ass. Cats are a value purchase. The problem with cats is, and the good thing, they don't care if you live or die. I guess I like cats for similar reasons. I'm not afraid of extremely attractive women. Nah, dude, she's crazy. They're all crazy. I'm just kidding, ladies. But we all like a chase. And if a woman could love me like a dog loves me, I would put up with the downsides all humans have, but it's impossible. It's impossible. So just hang out with my dog. But I do think cats and extremely attractive women have a lot in common, though. But women I don't find as physically attractive. Again, all humans have bad days, so I figure if I gotta put up with the bad things, I might as well just hold out for the most attractive wife I can find. Until then, Nova loves me a lot. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to not have this position. That's what I want. That's what I really want. Son of a bitch. I don't have time. Be running my mouth. This is bullshit. Zoogs Wongaton is going to beat me with decent play. And now you should fork. Why not just fork me? Shit. Awful, awful job by me. It's your lucky day, Zoogs Wongaton. I feel like doing some outrageous shit, but I won't. My goodness. Yeah. It's easier to play. Beat anyway. Well, gotta get crazy when you blunder. And are down that much material. Gosh. This sucks. Don't get stupid. Yeah, just not even better had I got then I got all congested. I want to play a few pretty fast. Not quite blitz speed, but pretty fast. Tired and I'm not playing that good anyway. Probably some long castles. A lot of pawn pushes. Can I do that? Probably shouldn't. I don't know about that. Maybe. What? Now it can't move. So now I'm going to hit your queen. That will allow your bishop to move, I guess. Do I really want to do that? Hmm. What? Meh. It's your pin. Your bishop can't do anything. So you forgot to check out. Your bishop can't do shit. Pawn takes. Surely there's something there, right? Surely. Let's see what I do though. Because the thing is, you can't go up because of the queen. The four can only win your queen, which means you have to go back, and surely I mess you up. I have to. Am I trying to win your rook? Or am I trying to win the game? That'd be mate. actually think this is right. This is annoying. I don't like that though. I think you messed up. That pawn was helping you defend very nicely. Now your king is wide open. The fuck is that? No. Queen, please. Queen, please. Pretty please. Pretty please, queen. Queen, no. We got the queen. Yeah. You know. She did so good. Couldn't do it without you, babe. Rook. The opponent might not have taken any lessons. There are lessons all over the internet. And if enemy lives near a club, of course, you can find them there too. Generally, if you can keep your queen, that's a good thing. And if you lose your queen, you want to try not to lose your next most powerful attacking piece, which is your rook. That is how you lose all hope. I should take a check. It's okay. Because I have all your material. When the victory is inevitable, but we don't have as much time as we'd like, just move the king as far away from the queen as possible. we're dodging any knight check forks. And now we'll make it easier on ourselves. Ah, shit. That's fine. Mouse slip, though. You still have a move. Great job, Nose. You won the game. Woo! Go Nose. Getting chess out of my system because I can't play at work. That's how I spiraled again. I just needed to make it home. Got one good win on my break. Yeah, it just felt right. That's what I'm saying. These people, there are ways to lose in chess, and even good players, of course, make mistakes, and you can sense that person's pretty good, or at least tell they're not bad. It's a pretty tough thing to do. Tough thing to see. And then there are ways to just make it easy on me, such as moving that pawn. What, you think you're gonna somehow hide your king in these pawns? That's what you're telling me. If you want to push your lone remaining pawn that is doing anything to protect your king at all, you want your king to hide here? How? You're just a moron. And those are. I'd have to look at my games when I was learning, but those are the types of things that you just think if you're intelligent, you won't do that. No, when we're learning chess, even very smart people, it's a hard game, so you might not find the right way to defend or the right way to maximize your chances, but you're not gonna just give away your only pawn that is doing anything to protect your king. And this person is almost 2,100. It's extremely suspicious. Extremely suspicious. Right, Nova? I don't know what they're thinking, dude. I don't know. Not thinking much. Did that thing ever sound? I didn't hear it. Ugh. Don't play chess the way I'm going to play until I get back to 2,100. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Can I help you with something, Nova? Anything going on? I don't overthink it. Just talk to them about it. I won't tell anyone. I mean, we're streaming, so I guess we'll tell them. King move. They're scared of us, Nova, I can tell. Okay. Nope. Two ways I can do it. Which way's better? Rook takes the 9. I'm going to win this game, and it's not going to cost me any time at all. So there's two ways that pretty obviously come to mind. There's that way here. Now in speed chess, do the second. If you get a situation like this, think about it. The second approach I'm going to show. So first, I have here. You want to take the rook, of course. Here. Anything you do to try to defend, I can come here. So your queen, let's say your queen moves there. Then that check, and then you're awkward but safe. And your queen would also defend that pawn. Which, like I mentioned the last game, though the king's completely exposed, there is one pawn that could at least make me think a little bit. So the other way, if I take it, is you ignore the rook and you take the bishop, which might be fine. Then I'm here. Here. And that pawn's going to slow me up one move and allow your rook to come over. So that'd probably be fine. But the second way is what was I doing? What was I doing? Oh yeah, the rook lift. Because now the rook lift. And in my head, even just glancing at it for a second, this is probably right. The more time we have, of course, the more we use the clock to blunder check primarily. But here, I'm 1. Oh shit. I'm 1. I'm 2. You're screwed. So here, take. Here, you're mated to give me a queen. And what can you do about that? Really nothing. What the hell's wrong with you? So now I do take the 9. That's what check, dude. And good players are going to tear me up for doing lazy shit like this. Wing pawn pushes, even when it's on the king side, aren't always bad, even if they're early on. But in a short game, I'm not quite skilled enough to execute a plan with those wing palm pushes against a good player. They're gonna kill me. You give me enough time to think, and even against a expert, I might be able to come up with some shit. Not in 10 minutes. There's no these people are trash. So it did want me. How much time did you spend there? You spent 1 second on that move, and that's a crucial move. Oh, jeez. Okay, so rookie 6 has to be played. Makes sense. Or rook G8. Mhm. When this played out, that's what I needed to do, was my first idea. My point was in speed chess, make the one that you're pretty sure is right, and I was wrong in this instance. Then go. When you know 2 are for sure winning by a lot, go. Hmm. But either way, use some time here when you know the game is over if you make a wrong move. Anytime you're pushing these pawns for your king. And as a general rule, it's hard for 2 pieces to mate. Earlier on, probably the more true it is because you should have some firepower you can reallocate to protect your king if need be. So 2 pieces before you even really worry about death. And you could have a smothered mate or some very rare patterns, but if the opponent doesn't have 2, don't worry about it. If the opponent has 3 and you can see them all, maybe this is a good way to look at it. I'll band-aid chess problems. I would piss a lot of very proper chess people off, but guess what? Your students won't quit, which is a big part of winning and improvement. I don't care how good you are if you make your people quit. I've mentioned when I was trying to defend against good players before I was even 1,500 over the board, I just started clustering pieces that were attacking me, and I would assess them on a priority and urgency basis. Priority and urgency, 1 to 4. That's how I was taught to analyze tickets in tech, bugs, tickets, issues. So urgent means who cares how severe it is? It could just hit me right now. It's like an F1 tornado. We still don't want it to happen, but it's not going to kill us. It's not going to wreck our homes. It's not going to cause power outages. Still, it's a tornado. We don't want to go dancing in it. So it's urgent. The F1 tornado is here, but it's no big deal. It's not going to be a long-term problem. Not going to cost us a lot of money or outages. No. Priority means maybe it's like the Joplin tornado, or a really bad tornado, or the worst hurricane of the last couple of years. We're probably not in the eye of the storm, and even if we are, it's on the Atlantic Ocean somewhere, so we don't have to worry about it yet. But it could fucking kill our whole town and chess our king. That's priority 1. Urgency very low, 3 or 4. And until I actually got to where I saw enough patterns and I lost enough games to where I could kind of see how I would die, I just started doing that. And I couldn't see out far enough. I couldn't see specifically what was going to happen, but I got a pretty good feel for when I was about to die, which allowed me to make the games go longer. So those like kind of cheap shortcut rules that will at least let you survive against better players. You're not going to win the game, but until you can survive, if you can't survive with them, then you'll never be able to beat them or draw them. You have to survive so you can see how they finish you off and stuff. You can't just lose. And then what you realize, which if you need confidence, it would boost your confidence. You realize even 18, 1900 level players fuck up a lot. And I still don't beat them very often. I beat a few. Um, but in their attack, though they finish me off, I'm sitting here looking at it going, that was not clean. Now that I've watched enough Grandmaster games and Grandmaster recaps, that was not clean. You're better than me. And you're plenty skilled enough to put it away, but that was ugly.
And then you get a little excited because you're not that far away. But you got to survive first, or you'll never have motivation. You'll never see how better players in games. You'll never see the mistakes better players make if you don't survive. And so a general game day rule, like I said, 2 pieces are directed at your king. Look out. Probably not death, but it could be. 3 pieces. Ooh, especially when there's a queen and a rook. You better be expecting to die or give up on any attacking, counterattacking plans. You're just trying to survive because there's 3 pieces. Okay, how do I know if they're attacking my king? What if I have pawns in front of them, but they're still out in the open and they still appear active? I don't know. I would look at each piece individually. How would one piece get to your king? What is stopping the one piece? If there's more than one of your resources, even if it's just a pawn stopping the piece, that might be good enough. But I would say maybe counting those 2 or 3 pieces, if you have 2, or if you have less than 2 material blocking, I don't mean like pawn plus queen equals 10. I mean like pawn is 1, queen is 1. If you only have 1 or nothing between that piece and your king, I would count it until you get better and you actually understand how to play chess. But don't die. And if you do die, make them kill you. Don't panic and just hand it to them because then you'll be better. Like that opponent didn't get any better. And my last enemy, Disgrace, his or her friends, family, and I would say fans, but nobody that plays chess with that lack of enthusiasm has any fan base. Right, Nova? High five, shape your day. No, I'll just nip her now. Good girl. How I play is how you'd want to play, unless you have access to a pretty strong coach. And I assume most people that watch YouTube videos are casual players. They want to beat their friends, or they don't even care at all. They're just going to be entertained. I know some openings, and the longer the time control, the more likely I'll actually play real openings. And if I know my opponent, I might even prep a little bit. It doesn't matter. Tyler wants cow opening. It's just the dumbest shit in the world. It truly is. It's a shame. I think he's pretty smart, but he's got no potential in chess because he played that stupid cow opening. I'm gonna bring my bishop to the side because the opponent's knight could gallop to g4 and eliminate my bishop here without a fight. If I would have went back to e, that's the downside of that queen move. It's a lazy move. Another general rule, which I think this was in a chess.com video. I wouldn't be great to promote their app aside from I want to see how good. It might be good to grow their app, maybe not promote their app because I'm the type of personality where I'm not necessarily extroverted, but I'm the king of loose ties. I could call up like hundreds of people, and it might be a little bit weird because we haven't talked in years, but they'd be like, "Yeah, I remember that conversation. Yeah, how's guitar going?" But I don't have a lot of good friends. It's just how I am, and I've gotten a lot of people to play on chess.com, and I've gotten a lot of people who used to play to get back on it because I'm curious what they can do. But I haven't really trained on their platform. I'm a pen and paper guy. Pen, paper, pen, paper. I don't need a lesson. I don't need a course. I have to do it. All right, you kind of need to play g5. Kind of need to play g5. No, I don't love it. I think I'm going to be in good shape here. All right, most likely I'm taking with my knight if the opponent does trade, because then my knight can threaten there. If a rook wants to defend it, it's pretty passive and take. My bishop will see. You get that pawn. And then, whoa. I don't like it a lot. I don't think I'm seeing this shit right. Okay. I don't think so. Maybe. How does your queen move in a manner that? How does your queen move in a manner that maintains control or maintains protection for your e4 pawn? Aside from e6, because with e6, I'm going to move you immediately. Okay, I see. Nah, shit. Because e6. That's why your back rank fixed. e6 wins for black. That doesn't though, right? Because now you can't get to the back rank in 2 moves. So I don't think that was good of you. Hmm. You're fine. You're still probably better, but I don't think that was even close to the right way to do it. You definitely played Queen E6 there as black. Ah, shit. Eh. It sucks. Play the game. Play the game out. Don't try to get it over with. Bro. As I just take stuff for no reason at all. Okay, now I can do that because you cannot take that pawn just yet. You don't want to take with the rook. Because if the rook's trade, I get, yeah. I don't need to say why. Well, I'd love for your rook on one to move. Okay, fine. No, I wouldn't. If I lose my backwards pawn with that much activity, I'm probably okay with that. So if you get all three of my queen pawns, I get two of yours, and I can get your outside H pawn. That's definitely great. If nothing else, your king will have to stay on the side to defend your H pawn. Yeah, I don't like how you played that. If I had to choose a pawn as white to keep, I would want to keep my C pawn. Should be okay here. Should be in pretty good shape. And one of the reasons you want to keep your C pawn as white is if I get the C pawn, your king's got to move because I've got a pin on your F pawn. I'm pushing E. Your rook's at least 2 moves away from being able to threaten my king to deter the E4 push. Right, Nova? Yeah, important decision by white, though. It's good to think about it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't like it. And now when I make that E push, assuming you try to give a check, that doesn't look good. I would just play C5, but you didn't even see that, so I think that's a crucial miss by you there. You might be in bad shape. All right, can I push you? No, I can't push you. Don't be silly. Okay, I don't really want to put F back because your rook will just. I can probably play my king out. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Oh man, that hurts. Too locked in on what I was doing and forgot about what the opponent could do back. As hell. Yep, I had it. Made a lot of good decisions there, and I totally forgot. Oh, dang. I just get the 2080. I can go to sleep, enjoy my work week. Should be 2200 once I have a few days off. I think you are going to lose a pawn. Mm. Now your that'll take, and then you're fine. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. You gonna castle long? Sure. Super. Yeah. Nope. I don't think so. Can I do that? I would take with the pawn. You're fine. I prefer to meet me by a little bit, but you're fine. Hmm. God, those motherfuckers are so loud. I misplayed this, but I might be okay. It's gonna die. If I can get this 2080, I'll stop for the night. Technique, baby.
What am I doing? Wow. Didn't lose it though.
Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Mr. 2160 something. Pretty decent game. Pretty decent game by me there. It's 12:55 almost bar close. If I were a normal single 30-year-old human, I'd be out socializing, but here we are again. Just call me the comeback kid. A lot of opportunities for the opponent to smoke me, though. But that's not what happened. What happened was I emerged victorious in that chess battle, as you'll notice to be a trend. This is a situation where it feels like, especially if you're not experienced, White has a lot better position than White really does. Of course, White's position is good, and White is always going to have the advantage with decent play out of the open because White moves first. But it's easy when we're not that experienced to overestimate White here. It's not that crazy. Yeah, we go ahead and double your pawns. Now, the key when you do have White, I'm making the point, it's an advantage. It's just not maybe as dumb as it looks. Don't get that excited because when you play pretty aggressive with those pawns and you do have nice control, you don't want to do what White just did and give it away. Downside of pushing all those pawns. It's going to be tough for me to attack your piece on the back rank, which sometimes can be an issue. Now you just don't have them connected anymore, so I can start advancing my pawns. And that knight to the side of the board is a weird move. It's a very weird move. All right. Mm. What just happened? Huh? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You can check my fridge, but I think I drank the last cup of competence. If I had some left over, believe me, I'd give you all of it. Wish I'd give you some of mine. Because we all know I've got competence to spare, and that was disgusting. Oh, man. And part of why I want you to have a glass of competence, it's special ingredients. You won't test positive for a drug test, don't worry. You might. Just a homemade concoction me and my dog Nova made because you're feeling real lazy. Tastes like milkshake, chocolate, but it's competence. The ingredients are competence. But if you don't have a little bit of confidence, I can't show my competence off. We all know I like to do that. So be a little bit competent if you could. Enemy. Whoa. Hmm. Say hello to my little bishop. Be real careful. Be real careful. You're no fun. You're really just a boring person. But you are correct. You lame bastard no one would invite to a fun party. I did get you to weaken your king just a little bit, though. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't say I agree with you just yet. And you want to play king up, king h2, probably. don't sack here. Don't do what I'm about to do. But if you do it with confidence. When you make a sack you know you shouldn't make, but you're feeling like getting the game over with one way or another. So now the rook cannot do what you would like to do. And also your bishop cannot take my f-pawn, else I will fork him on your queen. Nah, I would say that's probably a bad move. That's poor anticipation by the opponent. Bailing me out for lazy play. Rook would have to take. Boom. All right, let's draw some arrows. Makes me feel smart. Okay, and because of the fork, you're forced to accept my shenanigans. Then I'm here. And you're going to try to block. I get it. So that's out. So then here, bishop can't, rook doesn't have to, but if you don't, and you do something like there, and then I'm here, and now I'm covering that, you're a son of a bitch. Figure it out, dude. Here, you can't really decline it, can you? All right, figure it out. How about here? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Okay. This might be the best sequence. If not, it's really good and winning. Okay. So I can go here. No. Jackass. And that's what I would consider like a normal find. Like the positions that in that game, it's not complicated to attack the king. It's nothing crazy, no brilliancies or anything like that needed. But you do have to focus. And when I don't see that level of difficulty immediately, it's time to go to sleep. No, I don't always do that. Yeah, I found it. Okay. What else could I have done there? Rook g3 because there you're. Oh yeah, wow, that's nice, isn't it? Let's see, you got to see those. That's beautiful. Knight f3, okay. Lovely. That's the best way. But from here, what else was winning? Queen g5. Knight f3 check now is winning. That's what I was. I think that's what I was looking at first. Because here, I'm gonna take, so you have to leave that sitting there. And I felt like you might have ways to run away. But I'll get your bishop and it'll all be fine. Okay. Beautiful. I'm gonna turn off the screen. I'm trying to find it, or the stream. I'm trying to find a timer that actually works. Time is at 1:14. Ah, damn it. Timer with noise. Is this the one? Just give me a straightforward timer that sounds when it's out. Don't need it. An AI version. I just need something that works here. But these days, that's tough to find. Look how smart I am. I built something. It's not making noise though. Sound. Perfect. That'll be fine. Timer. Look out. Let's see a different chess monster. What are you going to do, Dayton? I'm going to rest. should just be up a pawn. Hmm. That's fine. I don't think you can take it. No, I don't think so. Nope. I don't see it exactly, but I know you can't take that thing. There's no way. There's no way you can take that. Rook. No. No, sir. This is why you get your king safe. There's two reasons you can't take it. I could also check on c6 and fork on your rook. And you'd be forced to a dark square. Then my bishop could probably hit you with check while my rook discovers your queen on a1. Yeah, this should be a short game. Ramon 50 is about to get messed up pretty bad. You can leave a light on when I'm gone. Something I rely on to get home. Now you can feel it night, a naked light. Fight to keep me warm. Try to leave a light on when I'm gone. Daylight shine on. Who sings that? What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? Ha 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 ha. What'd you do? What'd you do? Boom. Boom. Okay. Check. Bishop takes. Check. I mean, the right way to do it is here, probably. I like it. I just really like it. Do you enjoy it? I'm having a good time. Just want to make sure you're having fun too, though. It's not all about me, just mostly about me. Okay. Forced. There. your bishop. I'm a minimalist. Enemy. I'm a minimalist. I'm going to take what's necessary, and I'm not even showing my fabulous battle right now. It's all right. Sometimes listening to me talk about it is just as good. I give quality commentary. I bet I give really good commentary if I was commentating someone else's games. I do get a little flustered sometimes. That's my own games being played. It's been fun for me. I think the guy's name is David, right? David Cook, that's what it was. It's weird that all of those American Idols and The Voice winners and all the shows I watched growing up, it's weird that they're getting, past their prime. I don't mean that they're not good artists anymore, but they're definitely in their 50s or so. David Cook's probably in his 40s. Grief, it doesn't. Let me take my place when you know I'm. Try to leave a light on when I'm gone. Something I rely on to get on. You can feel it night and naked light. Fight to keep me warm. And try to leave a light on when I'm gone. Even in the daylight shine on. And when it's late at night, you can look inside. You won't feel so alone. I think it's brilliant. I know. A lot of stuff that could happen there, but it's all bad for Black. Just develop your stuff. If you're anything like me, you're a curious person. Just follow opening principles. But I see something. Oh, that's how I get punished for that. Eventually, you'll learn your lessons and stop doing it. Never really said too much. I can hear it now. Prayed it wouldn't be enough. Just trying to keep my spirits up when there's no grieving.
Doesn't matter anyway. Words can never make me stay. When you know I'm leaving, light on when I'm gone. Something I rely on to get home. Feeling night and naked light, fire to keep me warm. Try to leave a light on when I'm gone, and in the daylight shine on, shine on, shine on. You say too much, every time you fall. Lowering my eyes to the seas and words make me stay. Never take my place when you know I'm leaving. You keep me warm.
Okay, but
Never really said too much. Afraid it wouldn't be enough. Just try to keep my spirits up when there's no point in grieving. Doesn't matter anyway. Words could never make me stay. Words will never take my place when you know I'm leaving. Try to leave a light on when I'm gone. Something I rely on to get home. And you can feel it night, a naked light, a fire to keep me warm. Try to leave a light on when I'm gone. Even in the daylight, shine on. And when it's late at night, you can look inside. You won't feel so alone. You know we've been down that road, what seems 1,000 times before. My back to a closing door and my eyes to the seas. It doesn't matter. You don't know how bad it feels to leave the only one that I have ever believed in.
that'll teach you to trust people.
when I come back, I'll play that song and hopefully get a good peek in Rapid.
In the meantime, let's admire Hans Niemann. I think he's falling out of the top 20. I hope he figures it out because I've got way too many promos throwing in for Hans on my streams. Hey, and Abhimanyu Mishra sounds like he's frustrated. He's getting to that age. He's going to have to decide, does he want to be a chess player or go to college and be a normal dude? It's sad, man. I understand you can't just do whatever you want in life, but America trying to be politically correct, be everyone's friend. Our best people are quitting, sometimes in favor of foreign workers. And we're going to get our asses kicked. That sounds even.
It is sound.
I've got a problem. I have to stop playing entirely because I can't just play a little bit. But they call me the tactician in most chess circles, even the ones where I'm not popular. And I don't like him, but he is the tactician. That's what they say about me. And here's why. I'm not afraid. Do it. I'll fork you real good. And I'll just get it right back. Duh. Not even hesitant. Not even nervous. I just love it. I live for this shit. He's still full of himself. Gotta be. Gotta be. Let's finish this game off. Nah. Can't go up. Oh, gosh darn it. That's all right. Gotta focus though. Finish it off. Still an easy win. Can't go there. Yeah. I misplayed this terribly. No, thank you. Make this easy. You didn't make me work for that at all. Yeah, they didn't have to make a move. Not that it matters. I'll just go there. Resign? No. I don't know what to do with my white flag. I like to wave that thing. It's fun for me. Yep. All right, let's go back to 2100. I'm gonna let my dog out. I'm gonna sing my song. I got a little too excited about my tactic. Just kind of paying attention. I really stopped paying attention. 9-5 check, just something that doesn't give away. The advantage would be good. They right back. So it's black when I give you the advantage, but I will at least make it to where you can draw. Don't do that. So reasonable moves for black would have been king f6. I'm gonna take some before. Okay. I'll come back and play that song. I might be done. So.
Traveling with me. Hey now, hey now, don't drink this all over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to blow off its ring eyes, and all that they want. There's a hole in the roof. My possessions are causing me suspicion that there's no proof. Now I'm walking to the beat of a drum, and I'm counting the steps to the door of your heart. Hey now, your goodness, oh God. Something I rely on to you. Never really said it too much. Afraid it wouldn't be enough. Just Trying to keep my spirits up when there's no point in grieving. Doesn't matter anyway. Words can never make me stay. Words can never make me stay. Words can never take my place when you know I'm leaving. Try to leave a lie, try to leave a lie. You know we've been down that road, it seems a million times before. My back to a closing door and my eyes to the seasons. Roll out underneath my heels. You don't know how bad it feels to leave the only one that I have ever believed in.
You could actually improve your soloing ability and arpeggiate different patterns, or you could just mix up the rhythm of common finger picking patterns you're already familiar with. It's like I'm full of cheat codes. I'm as good as I care to be at the stuff I do. A trained musical person might see potential, but would understand I'm technically not very sound, especially on piano. If you pay attention, my bars aren't always the cleanest, but it works. I'm gonna find ways to spice it up. Nothing a little bit of hammer on, pull off, can't fix. Let's get this back over 2100. Got my eggs. I work nights. It's technically a swing shift, and then I really feel the best when I eat a nice breakfast a little later than this, but right before I go to sleep. That way I can just wake up, maybe have a granola bar if I'm hungry. I don't have to cook or even fight traffic in the city to get lunch before work. Makes getting out of bed easier. I don't have anything to do. Just got to make it to work. Done.
China? Oh, from Turkey. Looks like I won't be memorizing every country's flag and capital like this. I play this the same way. I need to switch things up and do a little bit of research. And I wonder what you're doing when you're taking a long time in this position, because you can't push this pawn. You could consider that pawn push. All your pieces are pretty nice. You can improve a knight. I don't love that, but it's an option. I mean, there's just nothing great. And unless you're incompetent, you're not going to make a bad move here. So why burn 2 minutes? It's a 10-minute game. Unless you're streaming or distracted like I am sometimes. Yeah, this happened a while back. Might have been today even. And I thought it was going to be great for me, and then for some reason it got really ugly. I don't care that much if you're there. See, I'm too, I don't know if aggressive is the right word, but I'm too Ponzi. It's a verb. I call it being too Ponzi. I'm too Ponzi early. Now, granted, I make pawn moves that are decent, but still. A little bit unnecessary, though. I don't like that move because I can get in here without a fight. And you might even want to just bring it back. Here you'll push it. And I also work too much what I call in the background with my minor pieces. And I figured out patterns enough to where they end up okay against average players like this, but I got to get more aggressive. Not even aggressive, but I have a better feel for when my pieces can jump in the center and when they're not going to do much good there. All right. I don't like it. I'm still going to go here. Of course, I need to take with my knight. I see that knight is just horrendous for you. Huh. I don't see how that can be good. I don't know about that. I mean, now you're just blocking your queen's path. And I kind of liked your queen how it was. Those pawn. I mean, my knight's going to clog it up. So you can't really support those pawns, especially that pass pawn. I think you're screwed. That's what my chess senses tell me. Anyway. Okay, do I want to be up here? And now I feel much more comfortable sliding up. Doesn't do you a lot of good. In my opinion. Well, actually, I kind of liked your situation until that. Actually, that could have been annoying as hell. Okay, now I have to accept this knight exchange, which is probably good for you because then you can free up. Ah. So I have to take here. And if your rook takes, I do have time to go there and move your shit in hopes to nab that pawn. That knight could actually come to life, so I wouldn't mind you getting rid of it. Of course, here I can't take because I will get forked. I'll let that knight check. Another general principle: just you don't want to slide your king up. I had to. I didn't plan that well. It's not a huge problem. But when you're starting out, it's better to just avoid it. Just avoid. Oh man. Oh. Okay, so now if you try to pin, I don't love that move, especially with you running low on clock. There's no reason to do that. No good reason to do that. Okay. The queen was pretty good targeting that pawn, but that's a fine move. I'm cool with it because my knight's probably going to hop right back to where it was. This pawn push is still going to be hell for you. I'm going to make sure it's hell for you. Now, something that's interesting that you might try as black is just accepting the doubling of these pawns. Those pawns can't really do a lot from my perspective to get my threats out or prevent new threats from coming. Mainly my knight sitting there. My bishop isn't active at the moment. Those pawns aren't serving a lot of purpose. And I've got more than enough to prevent them if they do somehow start to march. See, it's just it can all get very unpleasant for you. It can just get really unpleasant. I don't love it, but fine. Yeah, I'd be cool with this action. Be more than okay with it. Considering your clock situation, you got to trade. My position is wide. All right, there's a risk of my queen being attacked. Let's just make it easy. Let's just make it easy. You really want me to take that? And I understand why, but I won't. because so essentially I'm allowing this pawn to be taken. It's gonna be a giant weakness, and why you don't really want. Yeah. Okay. And focus on. Shit. Fell asleep at the wheel. Daydreaming about my sausage, which is almost done. I'll get you in a trance. Back over to 100. It's amazing people can't get to this level, or at least like 1600. Yeah. I do that a lot online. When I realize it's pretty likely I'll win on time with decent play, I just assume it's over. Play a little bit faster, and then I realize I can lose in 10 seconds if I blunder and let the pawn promote to a queen. But still won. And then there's little things. And after little things, an 10-minute game, players at this level, I don't try to be an arrogant asshole, but sometimes I guess I am. The difference is, like, when I'm an arrogant asshole, it's not out of disrespect for grandmasters. Like, it's me talking crap on players that are like, compared to them. Not Tyler One talking crap on the best players in the world. But these little things, good players can, of course, recover. I called it out almost as soon as it happened, I think, during the game. Now you can get my night out of there, bro. And your night can become pretty good, but also that night's going to have to probably have some role in moving my night out of there because my night's better than yours. So you want your bishop to have the option to move that knight. Or, I mean, since your pawn structure sucks, it'd be hard to attack my pawn that way, but somehow attack that pawn. It's just got nothing to do. And now you got to use a move to move your rook somewhere, get your bishop back. It's bad. Bad for you. And a really good player, like expert or better, that's not a problem. They'll fix it. Now, it's not ideal because I have to use a move, but someone like me, the skill gap between an expert and myself over the board, I'm speaking of over the board now, is significant enough to where they can fix that issue. I'd be fine. But as soon as this mistake is made, I just know it's pretty unlikely an online 2100 is going to correct it and come back unless I do what I did at the end of the game and blow it. You're just stupid. But victorious nonetheless. That's a lot. How many games have I won in a row? Damn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. In the waters crossing my veins. Ooh, I want to be 99.9 percentile though. Oh, did I resign all those games because I didn't play fast enough? Or am I on vacation mode? I hate that Max does these conditional moves. I really do. Stop with the conditional moves, man. I don't understand them. I don't like them. So I resigned all those games? Oh, no. That sucks. A rematch. I'll be a little bit better about replying. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm going through a little bit of a depressed spell at work while I was walking out. They had a little sign, as a lot of employers do, workers' right to unionize. And I don't want a union. In fact, I love casinos, but the law states they probably have to post that. And I've seen that at restaurants sometimes. Just workers have a right to unionize. And the Hans Niemann cheating scandal rubbed me the wrong way. Google union busting. It's a similar type of tactics. It's fuck with your mind. It's try to make the person look suspicious and then publish that version. But legally, you can't actually infringe on a worker's right to unionize. But they'll treat you like poison, isolate you until you start talking or to do a YouTube channel. That's not what they want. Go to court, silence it. And I'm just being reminded frequently I'm a loser in a lot of cases by the chess people. Magnus Carlsen, you're too good to play Niemann, wants to hit the cameraman. There are winners and losers. If the opponent plays a beautiful game, you have to be merciless. It's not acceptable to lose. Well, you ruined Hans Niemann pretty good. So I'm a loser. And I guess some losers are bitter people. No, I can do it. Oh, they got lucky. I'm making excuses. I'm just probably a loser, especially in chess. I got started too late. And it seems like a lot of the chess players and chess business people really want to think they're winners, and they're very elitist. So I got a few friends at the club that are nice to me, help me review my games. A couple that are between 1,800 and 2,100, so much stronger than me. That's good enough for me. I don't want anything to do with chess people. Because my YouTube channel, if you look at early videos, the way I speak, my energy, the skits, it's all about, for one game, I can be a winner. For one game, we can try. For one game, we can get out of our COVID lockdown funk, or if we developed bad habits or addiction during COVID lockdown, we can get out of it. And I don't believe that's possible, or at least that's not the people I would want to prove that point with after the Magnus Carlsen tantrums and how hard I've worked while watching Tyler One get his ass kissed, and several other streamers get a lot of help. So not feeling well, and the Narodisky overdose was definitely the icing on the cake in a bad way. Fuck. All right. What's it worth to be a winner? But I've got enough videos on. I'll leave them up, and hopefully if I've said something that offended anyone, they'll be reasonable and consider the circumstances, mainly COVID lockdown. And if it gets a lot of traction, I'll do it full time. If not, I'll keep playing chess for fun. The shorter time controls over the board, and try to get a handle on my over the board or my online play, because it's been very unhealthy.